Guys have developed. Of course, Williams, we mentioned the way he's stroking the basketball. Brooks has gotten better. Robinson in the game now. It's about 9 minutes a game.
And here's Manley.
That elevation.
Yeah, he is going with 13 minutes to play.
And Roy's just letting them play. They don't call timeouts.
Manley. Yeah,
4 turnovers. They were all live ball turnovers. And Lipscomb had 9 points off of those turnovers. So Carolina now valuing the basketball and getting high percentage shots.
Once again, the ability to pass by Pinson. Sees over things, finds people. He's their point forward.
Yeah, he can play so many different positions.
Yeah, you're right. It reminds me of Grant on a nice pass.
No-look pass started by Pinson.
2 from 3 from three-point line. 1 turnover against this Carolina team. He's been impressive.
So he has.
Valuable nice slip and save it down.
Yeah, that's man.
Oh, don't leave the ball.
Long rebound to Pinson. He's 1 away from a double-double now. He's got 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists.
I've just been so impressed. My first time seeing him live, and
this year,
all that he does for this team, pretty amazing.
Plus 14, rebounding North Carolina. Pinson, dish, and an assist for Pinson.
It's true, right? The Big East. I don't know. Xavier still feels like a 1 seed to me, having won the Big East. Wow! Oh, wow! Go deeper into his bench. Another freshman, a big guy. 6'10" out of Goldsboro, North Carolina. Brandon Huffman will get some minutes. Brandon Huffman really works hard. Big body. I'll tell you, Roy Williams has transition for Duke. He'll pull up for a deep 3. And Williams wrestles it away from Trent. Or is he a good guard rebounder? Another great pass from Theo. Notre Dame, where he got his first start, was 14 points, 8 rebounds. Fuel back into the game for him. There's a rejection by Brooks. But Brooks is a good defender. Look at this pass and finish. Brooks finds Manley and Carroll set up out of the timeout, taking advantage of the overplay, lifting the defense, and Lonnie Walker. That was a spectacular backdoor cut. And Miami goes back on top. If you're just joining us, Carolina didn't score for the first 7 minutes. Orange in front by 1. Almost 5 minutes gone in the opening half. May across the lane. Beautiful play-tech offensive board. May attacks from the left side. No. And a slam.
Back to Barry. 5 on the shot clock. He's able to slither his way inside, and yes, the offensive board, they get the...
In the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, Twitter's saying we sound great.
They loved us. They didn't need to put their mute buttons on.
This kid's been a big difference right there. Theo Pinson, number 1 in the middle of the zone.
Pinson and May have been picking apart the 2-3 and 1 opportunity.
Bagley wants to come in and fit in, but I love the way Duke's playing.
Yeah.
Duke.
Howard's got 15 now. Do you hearken or do you hearken back?
Is that redundant?
I might be redundant.
You're a Syracuse grad.
I'm an Englishman.
Look at that pass.
Look at that move inside. Hard for everything today. Can't get that one to go.
It's just tough. It's just tough for Syracuse to get a good shot. You know, as you said, they just have to work for it. Here, you just throw it inside and go get a layup.
Louisville recently, 4 of their last 6 games, they've made 8 or more. Going to be a huge part of this game going forward.
North Carolina's hit 2 of their first 4 3-point shots. Louisville 1 of 2 in that department. Barry. Pass over the top. That's Manley. I don't know if he was the original intended target. Just stop talking about that. Cardinals just 7 of 14 from the line now. That's been a bit of an issue. And Manley from down low. Carolina lead.
So you have to think, Mark, Louisville has to start getting it done on this end of the floor. Cannot be content to trade baskets with Carolina.
Barry.
What a pass. Losses, and yet they're still competitive in every game.
Is that another rhetorical question? I have no list of teams that have had to deal with as much as they've had to deal with. Well, you could think about it. There may be others. There are 351 Division I teams. Turner.
Yep, and it's, you know, it really hit home to me when I first started broadcasting and doing this game and seeing the intensity of the fan base.
Sterling Manley, open score. Oh, what a little move by the sophomore from Cleveland.
Yeah, get around the corner, going to his left and finishing right.
Here's Manley to catch and dunk. Sterling Manley's got 5.
That's what happened. They ran that high screen roll, got drawn in a little bit, and Stevenson had a terrific look in the corner.
Pittsburgh's got 4 threes in their first 5 field goals. And lead by 2. Manley the catch inside and the dunk off the Pinson lob.
I think the millennials much more adapted to making those shots than I am.
Turnover number 5 on Pittsburgh. Barry in transition. Brooks and Manley, the big guy combination stays on the floor. 19 North Carolina leads Pittsburgh by 26. Carr missed the free throw on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Use some of that toughness. Shot clock winding down. Reed has to get rid of it, and he doesn't hit the rim. There'll be a violation. Carolina has it, so we'll play on.
That's the way it should be all the time. Good pass inside by Luke.
Shelton Mitchell.
Good job by Cam Johnson to get in there and rebound, because Thomas would have had that past Manley.
And Manley, the freshman, spinning in.
And that opened it up for Sterling Manley. And right now, North Carolina can get it to single digits if they can score a great screen.
Scored fewer points than Okogie, but averaged over 20 points per game. Sterling Manley announces his. Appalachian State. We haven't mentioned that you're back at your alma mater again today. Former Tar Heel Jason Capel here with Doug Sherman. Good work inside by one.
Step up and contribute as well.
Barry. Sterling Manley with the throwdown.
That game circle, ultimate competitor. Easily the Jayhawks now from the guard position.
Manley with his 3rd dunk already today.
Then, once you've got the defense moving, you attack the basket.
By the way, Clemson has 2 of the best free throw shooters in ACC play. Reed is 4th. Shelton Mitchell is 3rd, Dan, already in the 5 conference games they played.
And Wes, that doesn't mean anything unless you can get to the free throw line.
Right.
So that's what place where Clemson ought to be trying to go.
9 minutes gone first half. Manley fights up in between the double team and draws the foul and scores the back.
Giving up a tough 2 for an easy 3. That was a fabulous pass off the offensive rebound.
And undermanned Notre Dame giving Carolina a battle right now. No Colson, and to this point, no Farrell. And we don't expect to see Farrell tonight. He is dressed, but is very unlikely to play, we are told. May inside. Manley over Gevin. Carolina.
Chase. Good take.
Manley there with the and loving it. The All-American on the sideline with a broken foot. Matt Farrell out with a sprained ankle as well. And Notre Dame is leading North Carolina. Good show there by Torres, staying with Barry. Over the top to Manley for 2.
By Pinson, leads to a run out for Williams. And a foul.
Whether 1 and 2 could drop to 1 and 3, and Tim, we didn't talk all about this. Overstayed. Here's the finish inside. I think he's okay with the basketball gods tonight.
Exactly. Little stop and go and wrap around from Felton. Now
that sounds like a Carolina Panther game where the Luke Kuechly makes a BC alum.
Indeed,
makes a tackle.
Pinson leaves it for Manley. Now that.
Johnson blow by. Oh, he missed the dunk. Rebound and a good up 8 weeks.
Yeah, most of all, tough break for Bouncy.
Theo Pinson can't find it, but the offensive rebound is up and in.
Player. He's not his dad. I mean, his dad's one of the all-time greats, obviously, Randolph, who's on the bench. But Brandon Childress, a really good player.
First field goal for the sophomore from right there in Winston-Salem. Those two got bad by
Sig coming in. Wofford's going to have to make some threes tonight.
Rebound by Sterling Manley, and he'll go to
Very good move. That's the big test of the game, is if you want to play on this level and be a ranked team and rise up, win your league, be a seeded team in the NCAA tournament, you have to win games like this at home. Well, how skilled is Sterling Manley to be out of high school? And boy, has he made a tremendous leap in his game.
Theo Pinson with a basketball. Yeah, the numbers for Kenny Williams shooting the ball are just remarkable. 55% this year. There's Manley. Bone, the pull-up. The Volunteers remain cold 0 for their last 6. Last field goal came almost 5 minutes ago. And a rim run for Sterling Manley. Williams with 5 seconds in the half. The putback by Manley beats the buzzer. And
Make him make the 2 free throws. Otherwise, it would have been a dunk. It would have been a big momentum play.
Pinson to the cutter. Ball comes to Manley and he throws it down.
That's Maurice Smith trying to answer for the Catamounts. Pinson weaves through, feeds Manley. Sticking in on Manley. Had it blocked out of there. May finally recovers, pulls it away from Steger. And there you see the length of Manley. And when a big guy protects the yard, 10 to shoot. Robinson. Manley the miss. The rebound and the score.
But is originally from South Sudan, a guy they've got very high hopes for.
Coach Dunleavy's really excited about his freshman class. A couple guys in there now. The pillars of what he's building, the culture at Tulane.
They'd like to see Shea Edge find his three-point shot. Hasn't been there this year, just 3 for 14, and he was completely under.
Rounds. Talk about the Davidson game. He was there an hour before the rest of the team. He puts in the work to prepare when the lights are on. It was second nature when he's in the game.
Great passing all the way around. Foul.
The top 8 or 9. Those are tournament teams come March.
Well, absolutely. And Georgia Tech still without Josh Okogie. A surprise freshman last season, did an excellent job. Multiple 30-point games.
Out of the timeout, Manley, and a chance for three. Kovacevic down low, nearly tied up. Can't find the basket. Good defense by Carolina.
Sterling Manning doing the job, building his wall. The block shot, and you will roll.
Michigan likes the way they're starting offensively, especially from deep. But look for them to try and go backdoor a little bit more as UNC is trying to cut off some of their passing lanes. And that offense, such a big part of setting up what they're doing defensively. Beeline telling his guys during the last time out, you have to...
Major games, like 29 to 30 rebounds. May over Robinson. The tip follow is there.
Now, and really a lot of nothing for North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina is one of the 4 top programs in all of basketball today. They're one of the 5 top programs in the history of all basketball. Nice pass.
Sterling Manley underneath.
I want to see Playtech play Grayson Allen.
The follow from Sterling Manley.
% from the field in the game. Think about this. It kept Carolina off the glass. Only 3 offensive rebounds so far in the game for North Carolina.
Part of that is because they're shooting so well.
Right.
45% from 3, 50% overall. Great pass that time by Barry down low to Man on TV. Who's the best team you've seen so far in college basketball heading into this feast week as Manley scores?
Kentucky at the end of the year isn't going to get there. Certainly we've seen it before in the past where teams come in unsettled. But this is such a young group.
And he puts it on the floor, shoots it, and look at that ball movement by Carolina. Manley the board and the putback.
His first hand, Bucknell, I don't think they're going to let him do it. Nope. Bucknell showing a lot of guts here on the road, defending national champs.
Manley, easy too for the big freshman. That was a laser pass.
If somebody's eating popcorn at the top of this arena in section 217, he knows if it's cheddar or Cracker Jacks. He sees everything.
Manley. Oh, my goodness. That's a throwdown by Bruce Moore.
Well, that started because Zach Thomas could see over 6'1" Woods. That was an easy pass for Thomas to make.
It was Moore's first bucket. It comes at a big time. Barry.
Good screen by Benson.
Nice battle inside. Manley's got it on the low block. Playtech gives it back to the freshman who turns away from the traffic. Hits a shot and will go.
Good lift fake.
Manley puts it up and in, tapped it in with a right hand.
I would not want to see him.
He's got 19 points tonight now.
They go on the road against the defending national champs. They're giving them everything they want. This is a really good basketball team, the Bucknell Bison out of the Patriot League.
Manley, and he finished it.
This is the turnover.
Well, that's what Carolina wants to do defensively. Pressure, as we see Sterling Manley. He just has to make shots for them from behind the three-point line.
On Tuesday, remember, number 1 against number 2. How often do you get the top 2 teams in the country clashing this early in the season?
5 days into the season. And what a nice drop.
The great injustice in terms of the height differential. There's Manley.